Hi, I'm Carolyn Braden, illustrator of the children's book, Bridging Connections. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to draw some things that you may think are simple to draw, and then you sit down to draw them, and they're not so simple. I've been drawing since I was a kid, so I have a lot of years of practice under my belt. If you've always wanted to learn how to draw, this is the series for you to watch. Who knew that all the doodling and the drawing that I did as a kid would lead me to illustrate a book one day, as well as write some of my own and illustrate some of my own books? Everybody has to start somewhere, right? I started out drawing when I was really little using my imagination, and then when I wanted to learn some really technical skills, I started checking out illustration books from my school's library, and then I used tracing paper to start tracing them to start understanding how they were put together. Then I started drawing them on my own and just doing copies on my own, drawing them as small as they were in the book, as well as draw them even larger. Then I really got into Archie comics, so I started drawing a bunch of Archie comic characters, and I really practiced my illustration techniques by doing that. Then as I got older, I started developing some of my own characters and just started drawing them and drawing them and drawing them. And I draw as often as I can so I don't lose that skill. That's my suggestion to you. If you love to draw and you want to make it a part of your life, do it all the time, even if you're not doing it for money. I'm going to teach you how to draw something that starts with the letter A, B, C, D. I'm also going to give you some really helpful tips and tricks to help you on your drawing adventures. My tool of preference is a simple pencil. I really like the clicky top pencils because it always has a sharp point. I also like to put a white eraser on it so it doesn't leave marks in my sketchbooks. I also like to use a white hand eraser so I can erase larger areas when needed. I like using an unlined sketchbook, just a small one. This one is 75-pound paper and it is 9 by 6 inches, and I purchased this at a Target store. This kind of sketchbook is really good for paper and pencil, and it also does some other types of media like jelly pens, which are my favorite. There are lots of other sketchbooks out there that you can use, and I have quite a few. This one I use mostly for just pencil. It's a lighter weight paper and a natural colored paper, and I like to do some pencil drawings in this one. I also have this Strathmore visual journal. It's 140-pound watercolor. It's a little bit thicker of paper, and I like to do some ink drawings in it as well as some watercolor. I also like this mixed media paper because it is great for pencil drawings as well as paint. I have lots and lots of sketchbooks, so if you're really serious about drawing, get a lot of sketchbooks. As you draw, you might want to start to also invest in a portfolio. I keep a lot of my best works of art in here. All of the art for Bridging Connections is contained within this portfolio. I slip them into these little pages in this portfolio so they can remain dust-free and so the colors will never fade. We can look through some of the pages of the portfolio. This is how I illustrated the book. I kept it in order according to the pages, and so they're all contained within this portfolio along with the words for the book. I keep other art in here, some watercolor paintings I've created, as well as a lot of other sketches that I've done. I even found another sketchbook inside of here I forgot I had. Oh, this is the sketchbook that I used when I was first sketching out the book. These are some rough drafts of the sketches, and then these are some of the ones that I've got the words in here for, and some of the sketches. Ooh, pretty. For this video, I'm going to start just with drawing with a Sharpie marker in my sketchbook just so it shows up better for the video. Today we're going to start with the letter A, and we're going to draw an apple. One thing I want everyone to understand, that art is just made up of a bunch of lines and shapes. That's why a lot of people think that drawing is hard. It's because they see it as a whole picture before they start breaking it down and understand that it's just a whole bunch of lines and shapes. My preference for drawing is in kind of a cartoonish style, and that's the style that I'm going to show you today. So an apple, A-P-P-L-E, apple, is a curvy line and then a couple of other curvy lines. So I will teach you the way I taught my kindergartners. We will start by going down, 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 and around, 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 around. And then around, 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 around. So it's just one curvy line and two small curvy lines. and then another curvy line, and another curvy line. We're making the leaf now. And down, 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 stop. You can even add a little bit of shine to your apple by making a curvy line, another curvy line, and another curvy line. You can make your stem a little thicker by a straight line and another curvy line. There's a lot you can do to add details to your apple. You could even add some more lines inside of the leaf to give it some texture. Then once you've figured out how to do this one, you can start going a little faster. Curvy, 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 curvy. Ooh, another apple. Let's draw another one. Apple, apple. So cool, apple. Yay! That's what I suggest. After you learn how to draw one thing, you can then start experimenting and drawing it other ways. Some people just draw an apple like this, a circle, a stick. That's fine too. To me, that looks more like a cherry. So when it comes to apples, I suggest kind of sticking to the curvy lines and just practice, practice, practice. Don't worry if every single one of them isn't perfect, because you're probably drawing in pencil, whereas I'm drawing in marker. Can't erase the marker, so I'm not going to worry if each one is perfect. After you've done your drawing, I always recommend dating it. 4, 6, 20, and put your initials. Sign your art. Now that you've learned how to draw an apple, let's see what's next. What could we draw for the letter B? How about a balloon? A balloon seems like a simple thing to draw, but it may not be for some. So here's how I draw my balloons. I like a simple oval shape, oval. And that seems like enough, and we could draw a line, right? No, we're gonna draw the tie, then a curvy line, and then that shine mark. Curvy, straight, curvy. There's a balloon. It's not perfectly oval, but that's okay. And that's why if you draw in a pencil, at this point, I probably would erase this here and erase this here and make it more straight. But when you're drawing with a marker, it doesn't quite get perfect every time. And are every single one of my balloons going to be the exact same? No, but that's okay. I'll say it the way my kindergartners used to say it. It was kind of funny watching them draw because they would repeat after me. I would say, okay, let's go curvy, 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 stop. Down, 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 stop. Down, 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 stop. Straight, stop. Curvy, 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 stop. Straight, stop. Curvy, stop. Curvy, stop. Ooh, I like that one. That turned out pretty good. Keep drawing your balloons. Let's have a whole page filled with balloons. And you can say it out loud if you want. It definitely helped my kinders when I taught them in a classroom many years ago. Curvy, 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 stop. Now let's practice. You can do some that are smaller. You can do circles and just lines for the shine mark instead of the bubble mark that I've made here. You can do balloons in all different shapes and sizes. Experiment and see what you like best. Now let's see what we have for the letter C. A can. We think a can is just being a rectangle, right? Well, that's not showing the dimension. A can is three-dimensional. It is something that you could draw as a rectangle, and that would work. But if you want to make it a little bit more realistic, you got to give it a little bit of dimension. So we're going to start with 2 vertical lines. We're gonna go down, 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 stop. We're gonna make it kind of wide, down, 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 stop. Then we're going to connect it with some curvy lines. Over, 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 stop. And now we're going to do 2 curvy lines to make the top. Over, 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 stop. We're going to connect it by doing one. This one kind of went under. Now we're going to go over and kind of turn this into an oval shape, a skinny oval. Over, 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 stop. Hey, look at that. We've got a can. Now we want to add some lines because oftentimes cans have some lines. So we're going to do a really skinny oval. Oh, I like that. Now we're going to draw 2 curvy lines to create a label. Curvy, 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 stop. And we're going to make this one kind of curve up as well. Ooh. Maybe yours isn't soup, maybe it's vegetables, so you could write veggies or you could do whatever you want, but I'm going to do soup. This one wasn't as perfect as the first, but that's okay. Keep on practicing. Change up the steps if you need to. This one is a see-through can. What's inside? Maybe it's not a can, maybe it's a glass of juice instead. Looks like I created myself a glass of water instead of a can of soup. You can do that too. That's the cool thing about once you learn how to draw a can of soup, you can transform it into other things as well. So I practiced enough soup. Now let's see what's next. Now we're on to the letter D. And since springtime is here, let's do a daisy. So a daisy starts with just being a simple circle. So just draw a simple circle in the center of your paper. And now we're going to draw a bunch of curvy lines. We're going to go and draw one going up. So up, up, stop. And then down, down, stop. Down, down, stop. Then we can do another one across from it. Down, down, stop. Curvy, curvy, stop. We're going to just keep drawing curvy lines. They don't all have to be the same size. Then you can make it dimensional by putting some lines in the center. Add a little texture. So that's just the way my daisy turned out. You could add more texture into the center with some dots. You can draw a stem on it if you want. Maybe mine's kind of curvy. And maybe I'll make some petals or some leaves. Kind of look like the petals. I like how this turned out. Now practice drawing some daisies. To recap, in today's video, I taught you that drawings are just lines and shapes that come together. I taught you how to draw an apple, a balloon, a can of soup, or a glass of water, a daisy. While all of these drawings seem like simple drawings, maybe just doodles, that's okay, because when you want to know how to draw, you have to start somewhere. If you have any questions or comments, or you have any ideas for future videos, leave them in the comment section below this video. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, do so now. I post all kinds of DIY videos, now drawing videos, and cooking videos, and animal videos, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Visit Carolyn'sBloomingCreations.com